of Peranti Siswa tablets out in mid-June. And Ferdinand Marcos Jr. on cusp of winning landslide in Philippines elections. The first batch of students is expected to receive their tablets under Peranti Siswa Keluarga Malaysia program in the second week of June. Communications and Multimedia Minister Tan Sri Anwar Musa, however, said the period depended on the delivery process of the selected bidders.
Roll out yang kedua itu dijangka pada bulan Ogos, iaitu kira-kira 60 hari selepas roll out yang pertama. Itu untuk mereka yang lewat memohon dan juga kes-kes di mana mereka yang tercicir pada senarai dan juga kes-kes rayuan.
He said this in the inclusive program broadcast by RTM last night. Applications for the Peranti Siswa program were opened from 15th April under an allocation of 450 million ringgit involving orders of 350,000 units. About 350,000 B40 students in public and private institutions or higher learning, polytechnics and community colleges under the Ministry of Higher Education are eligible to apply for the Keluarga Malaysia Student Device Initiative. The device will be given to students pursuing diploma, advanced diploma and bachelor's degree. The man spotted clinging onto the rear of a moving tanker for about 3 kilometers before falling off the vehicle at kilometer 160 of Jalan Kuala Lumpur Kuantan yesterday is believed to be mentally unstable. The 39-year-old jobless man ended up with a cut above his left eye along with injuries to his left hand and right leg during the 3:30 p.m. incident. Pahang Traffic Enforcement and Investigation Department Chief Superintendent Kamaruzaman Jusoh said investigations revealed the victim had climbed onto the rear of the tanker at a petrol station in Lanchang town. The driver did not notice the victim climbing the vehicle as the tanker left the petrol station. The man later jumped from the moving vehicle in Kampung Dala in Lanchang. Kamaruzaman said a passing motorist took the victim to the Lanchang Health Clinic and the victim's family were informed about the incident. He said the case is investigated under Section 268 of the Penal Code for public nuisance. Kamaruzaman said the 52-year-old tanker driver from Terengganu was unaware of the entire incident until he realized a video involving his vehicle had gone viral last night. 2 traffic policemen seen on video escorting a private vehicle along Jalan Bukit Gambir in Pulau Pinang have been pulled from the field and reassigned to administrative duties. This is pending a detailed investigation that may result in further action, according to State Police Chief Dato' Muhammad Shuhaili Muhammad Zain. After an internal investigation, he said it was found that no official or unofficial instructions were issued by their superiors at the Pulau Pinang contingent level for the task of accompanying the individual on that day.
Tiada apa jua arahan dari mana-mana pegawai kanan PDRM untuk tugasan tersebut dilaksanakan. So saya rasa press release saya jelas pada tempoh hari mengatakan bahawa kedua-dua anggota tersebut telah ditukarkan ke bahagian pentadbiran sehingga siasatan tata tertib selesai dilaksanakan.
Dato' Muhammad Shuhaili declined, however, to confirm if the driver was the son of a member of parliament. On Sunday, police initiated an investigation after video showing 2 traffic policemen escorting a private vehicle along Jalan Bukit Gambir went viral on social media.
Why do we tell you stories?
Relevant,
New,
efficient,
accurate,
reliable. We bring you extraordinary stories from around the world, from politicians, bankers, and even your favorite celebrities. This and many more on RTM's English News.
Welcome back. For the first time ever, the Royal Pahang Weave or Tenun Pahang Diraja collection is being showcased to the world at the London Craft Week LCW from Monday till 15th May. Malaysia's participation in the LCW this year is as one of the two curated country pavilions, reinforcing the festival as a platform for sharing global perspectives and shining a spotlight on London as an international hub for encountering outstanding makers and creativity from around the world. The other country pavilion is Norway. Led by Raja Permaisuri Agong Tunku Haja Aziza Aminah Maimunah Iskandaria, the inaugural exhibition highlights the prison weaving program, a display of a traditional floor loom with a weaver at task, archival fabrics from the Pahang Museum, and a selection of Tunku Aziza's own garments and private tenun collection.
And we all should be proud of it. But without the prison, I could not have achieved where we are today, because if you ask me today, where can I get the finest quality, the most beautiful design, go to the prison. These are the guys that design.
Her Majesty said this during the launching of the Royal Pahang Weave exhibition at the Malaysian High Commission building in Belgrave Square in London. The event is organised by Yayasan Tenun Pahang Diraja with the cooperation of the Foreign Ministry, Home Ministry, Prisons Department, Pahang Museum and Kraftangan Malaysia. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob is scheduled to have an audience with Her Majesty and visit the LCW Tenun Pahang Weaving Hope exhibition on Tuesday. The Prime Minister, who is en route to Washington DC for the US-ASEAN Special Summit, is also scheduled to attend the Keluarga Malaysia Hari Raya Aidilfitri celebration with Malaysians living in the United Kingdom. Temporary repairs on a collapsed irrigation canal in Sungai Bukit Pinang, which caused a water supply disruption to over 75,000 accounts in Kota Star and Pokok Sena, had begun. Muda Agricultural Development Authority MADA Chairman Ahmad Tarmizi Sulaiman said the agency is working with Syarikat Air Darul Aman Sada to build a temporary barrier to regulate the water level on the Terusan Tengah irrigation. Met by reporters, he said the temporary repair work began Monday evening by a contractor appointed by MADA. Ahmad Tarmizi, who is also SIK Member of Parliament, said the 12:15 p.m. incident at MADA's Lengkuas siphon overflow structure occurred following heavy rainfall, which led to the rise of water level in the Sungai Padang Terap catchment.
Kejadian ini adalah berpunca daripada turunan hujan yang agak lebat, terutamanya pada beberapa jam sebelum ini, termasuk yang berlaku pada malam semalam, dan menyebabkan limpahan air itu naik hingga ke 8.01 meter. Dan keadaan ini telah pun menyebabkan kenaikan paras air hulu dan hilir di struktur alator pelubang, di mana paras tersebut melimpasi limpahan di alur limpah itu, dan keadaan ini telah menyebabkan kegagalan struktur alur limpah yang sedia ada.
He added the incident had caused the river to flow uncontrollably and there was a rise in the water level from the Sungai Padang Terap catchment area. It was reported earlier that over 75,000 SADA account holders in Kota Star and Pokok Sena district are affected by water supply disruption after an irrigation canal burnt belonging to MADA collapsed. The incident forced the company to shut down its two water treatment plants in Pokok Sena and Bukit Pinang to make way for emergency works. The Perak government, through the State Development Office (PPN), has set up the up-to-date squad to ensure efficient updating of the information of kasih participants' data by shortening the census period from 2 years to just 5 working days. Menteri Besar Datuk Seri Sarani Mohamad said this was to ensure that the data and information of the kasih participants were always updated to make it easier for the government and stakeholders to implement accurate plans and policies related to the the people's well-being. Dato Sri Sarani said the Perak PPN, in collaboration with the administration of the sub-district headman, has introduced another new initiative from 1st April, namely the e-penghulu system developed by the state government for the new e-kasih registration.
Sebelum ini, Pejabat Pembangunan Negeri Perak melaksanakan proses pemutihan ke atas peserta e-kasih setiap 2 tahun sekali bagi memastikan ketepatan maklumat di dalam sistem e-kasih dengan melawat berdasarkan tarikh akhir lawatan pembanci.
He said this to reporters after chairing the Perak State Development Action meeting in Ipoh. Defeat by host Thailand and their second Group C tie at the Impact Arena in Bangkok has ended Malaysia's challenge in the 2022 Uber Cup finals. Malaysia, who suffered a heartbreaking 3-2 loss to Denmark in their opening group tie on Sunday, made several shocking changes yesterday in a bid to qualify for the last 8, but it was to no avail. Former World Junior Champion Goh Jin Wei, who replaced Eskisona as the first singles, started brightly by upstaging former world number 1 Ratchanok Intanon 21-14 in the first game. However, the 22-year-old, who had lost twice to Intanon previously, ran out of steam in the next 2 games as she succumbed 14-21, 15-21 to the tie. National number 1 doubles pair Pearly Tan and M. Atina then gave Malaysia a glimmer of hope with a hard-fought win over Jongkol-Fan Kitirakul Rawinda Prajonjai in 71 minutes. After being stunned 16-21 in the first game, world number 11 Pearly and Tina stepped up a gear and went on the offensive to clinch the next 2 games 21-19, 21-17 to make level the tie at 1-1. It was then Dutch International Series champion Miasha Muhammad Khairo's turn to try and clinch Malaysia's second point when she took on Ponpawi Chochun Wong in the second singles. Despite going down fighting 20-22 in the first game, the 19-year-old Malaysian ran out of steam in the next game as the 24-year-old Ponpawi strolled home 21-10 to put Thailand 2-1 up. In the second doubles, Benyapa Amisad mentakkan Amisad clinched the winning point for Thailand when they brushed aside Malaysian scratch pair Valerie Xiao and Teo Mei Shing 21-9, 21-14. In the last match, Busanan Ongbam Rungfan ousted Tanzi Yi 21-19, 21-6 to wrap up their second group victory in a row. Although they are out of the quarterfinals, Malaysia still have one last group tie to play against Minos Egypt today. Football fans in the country can purchase the specially priced 100 ringgit tickets to watch all 6 Group E matches in next month's Asian Cup 2023 final qualifiers at the National Stadium in Bukit Jalil. Football Association of Malaysia FAM Vice President Dato' Posa Amajais said the special ticket price, which will result in 20% savings, however, would be introduced for only a limited period from 16th to 29th May and can be purchased online. Fans who purchase the 100 ringgit tickets can watch the 6 matches: Bahrain versus Bangladesh, Turkmenistan versus Malaysia on 8th June, Bangladesh versus Turkmenistan, Malaysia versus Bahrain on 11 June, Bahrain versus Turkmenistan, Malaysia versus Bangladesh on 14 June under the open seating category.
Dibuat bagi memudahkan para penyokong setia Harimau Malaya yang ingin hadir pada ketiga-tiga perlawanan tersebut tanpa perlu membuat pembelian tiket secara bersingan. Selain dapat menikmati diskaun harga sebanyak hampir 20%.
The offer is only valid for 2 weeks and can be purchased via www.tickethotline.com.my. Dato' Posa said after that, the tickets would be sold separately right until match day at 40 ringgit for adults and 7 ringgit for children for each game. FAM have also set aside tickets for the grandstand section, priced at 60 ringgit per match day. That's it from us this afternoon in our top story. First batch of Peranti Siswa tablets out in mid-June. I'm Azlan Yadani. Goodbye for now.